Hi students, this is Tanvi from Oliveboard and I welcome you all for the session of PYQ topic series where we are going to discuss previous year questions of your RBI exam that were there in your exams so that you can understand what is the level of question in your upcoming RBI Grade B examination. So today, before starting the session, we pledge for your success, and these are the series offerings that we offer: live video batches, comprehensive coverage of syllabus, doubt clearing by experts, preparation guidance, exam centered study. Okay, so here is the first question of today's class where you have a puzzle. Now just look at this question. This kind of puzzle is going to be there in your exam. This was there in your exam because here what you can see, there are 7 teachers. Okay, their names are given, that is Aman, Chitra, Prakhar, Neha, Jayanti, Mukesh and Kailash. Okay, 7 teachers are there. They teach in an online platform and has online classes at different times. They have their online class at different times. Okay, so their times are different. Each teacher has a definite and continuous time slot of class. That is, there is no gap. Okay, all the class are in continuity. There is no gap between classes. So there is no gap between the duration of 2 consecutive classes. Okay, so here in this question you first need to understand what they are giving. Okay, here the main confusion is this, that you don't understand that actually what the demand of question is. So here till now what we have understood, that there are 7 teachers. We have to schedule their sessions. Okay, and all the sessions are consecutive, means there is no gap between 2 sessions. Okay, next is that the total duration for the classes of all the teachers is 10 hours 30 minutes. Now here comes the confusion. Teachers are 7 and total duration is 10 hours 30 minutes. That means each teacher is going to take a duration which is a different duration from other teachers. It is not a fixed duration for all the 7 teachers. Okay, their duration will be different. Okay, the class can start either from a whole hour or from half an hour. See, this happens in your exam, that whenever they are going to give you some statement, some typical kind of statement, they are going to give you an example. That is a good thing. Like here he is telling you that a class can start either 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m., but it cannot start at 6:17, 6:08 p.m. Now maximum students are going to understand this statement only with this example, right? Otherwise it was not easy for us to understand that what he mean to say when he's saying that the class can start either from a whole hour or from half an hour. Okay, you might understood that, but there still remains a doubt. Are we thinking right? Okay, so in this kind of statement they're always going to give you an example so that you be sure that you are thinking correct. Okay, so this second paragraph represents the whole information. Now how are we going to solve? First, it would be much better if we are going to put all 7 teachers in a sequence. Okay, first we should put all the teachers in their desired sequence, like who is going to take first session, second session, third session. After that we can go for the duration of every teacher's session. So the first line is, now this question is a hard kind of puzzle. Okay, so understand it very well. So number of classes took place between Jayanti and Mukesh is same as between Chitra and Mukesh. Now just try to understand. He says that Mukesh is in the middle of Jayanti and Chitra. Okay, so Chitra can be above or Chitra can be below. Similarly, Jayanti can be above and Jayanti can be below. Okay, so only one, next line is that only one class took place between the class of Chitra and Aman. Okay, so we cannot connect this line here because we are not sure that how many persons are there between Jayanti and Mukesh and Chitra. What we just know that there is equal gap between Jayanti and Mukesh and Chitra. Okay, So next statement is about the duration. So let's leave that first. First, we are going to pick only that line which is helping us to know the correct sequence of all the 7 teachers. Okay. So next that line can be only one class took place between Mukesh and Kailash. Now let's consider this line that one class will be between Mukesh and Kailash. Okay, there was this line only one class took place between the classes of Chitra and Aman. Okay, so any other this kind of information here we have Neha's class took place immediately before Prakhar's class. Okay, so Neha's class is immediate before Prakhar's class. So it's just this information that is going to help us to make the sequence. All other informations are about duration. Okay, so here we can see this that there is information that class of Mukesh takes place from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. He is giving you the slot for Mukesh. And about Chitra we have some information here that the duration, here Chitra's class started at 4:30 p.m. So Chitra's class is starting at 4:30 p.m. and Mukesh class, here we know that Mukesh class is at 12 p.m. So this suggests that Chitra's class will be after Mukesh. So this case is wrong. So with this information we got clear that Jayanti's class will be before Mukesh and Chitra's class will be after Mukesh. Okay. So this we got clear. Right. Okay, one more thing that we can see here. If class of Mukesh is between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. and Chitra's class is starting at 4:30 p.m. So Mukesh and Chitra cannot be immediate. Okay. That means at least there is one person's class between Mukesh and Chitra. So there should be at least one person between Mukesh and Chitra. So then one person will also be there between Mukesh and Jayanti to maintain Mukesh at center of Jayanti and Chitra. I hope this much is clear. Okay. But if I take one person between Mukesh and Chitra and Mukesh and Jayanti, this information cannot be filled. That there is one person between Mukesh and Kailash. I won't be able to fill this. Because then on upper side it will be Jayanti, on lower side it will be Chitra. I won't be able to fill Kailash. So what I am doing, I am just increasing the number of persons between Mukesh and Chitra and Mukesh and Jayanti because that is equal. Okay. The gap between Jayanti and Mukesh and Chitra is equal. Okay. So if there is first what we did that there can be no first we considered the case that where I am taking zero gap between Mukesh and Chitra, but that was not possible just by looking at the slot of their class, their timing. Mukesh is taking class at 12 p.m. and Chitra is taking class at 4:30 p.m. So Mukesh and Chitra cannot be immediate. Other cases that there can be one person between Mukesh and Chitra, but that case is also wrong because I have to keep Kailash leaving one position after Mukesh or before Mukesh. So next case can be two persons between Mukesh and Chitra and two persons between Mukesh and Jayanti. And this is the last case possible because here there are 7 teachers. Now if I consider this case that there are two persons between Jayanti and Mukesh and two persons between Mukesh and Chitra, with this what happens that it in together are 7 lectures. Jayanti then 2, 3, then Mukesh 4th, after Mukesh 2 lectures 6 and Chitra is the 7th one. So with this what we understand that the correct sequence will start with first session will be taken by Jayanti, fourth session will be taken by Mukesh and 7th session will be taken by Chitra. So just these 2-3 lines helped us to know the sequence. Okay, so now we can write all these persons in sequence first. Only then we could proceed further. Okay. So first session is taken by Jayanti. Okay. Second session we are not sure. Third session we are not sure. Fourth session taken by Mukesh. Okay. Fifth session we are not sure. Sixth session we are not sure. And 7th session is taken by Chitra. Okay. So I hope this much is clear. So now we can see that there is information that there is one person between Mukesh and Kailash, and there is one person between Chitra and Aman. Okay, and Neha and Prakhar are immediate. So either I can put Neha and Prakhar on second and third position, or I can put Neha and Prakhar on fifth and sixth position. Okay, so what we should be doing? Okay, so if I put Neha and Prakhar on fifth and sixth position, I will not be able to fill Aman then, because there is a gap of one person between Chitra and Aman. So at least we can use this information. Although about Mukesh, we have a doubt that if there is a one person between Mukesh and Kailash, Kailash can come on second or sixth position. But if there is one person between Chitra and Aman, and Chitra is on seventh position, then Aman will definitely be on fifth position. So with this, we understand that Aman is coming on position number 5. Okay, and here comes Aman. Okay, so if Aman is coming on fifth position, so doubt of Kailash still remains. But this Neha and Prakhar, who need two immediate positions together, they can only come on second and third position now, because this is the only immediate two positions that are left. So Neha will come on second position and Prakhar will come on third position, and hence this Kailash will come on sixth position, satisfying the information that there is one person between Mukesh and Kailash. So this is the correct sequence. Okay, so now we can solve the durations. Okay, so we were not able to solve the durations before. Now we can solve that. So class of Mukesh, he is directly telling you the duration of Mukesh class, which is 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. It is 12 to 1. Okay, so what we can do here? So duration of Mukesh class is 12 to 1. And about Chitra, he was telling you duration of Chitra's class, I don't know, but it is starting at 4:30. Okay, so now we have to consider two things: duration of the class and at what time it is starting. Right. So this line, the total duration for the classes of Aman Neha is same. So Aman and Neha have the same duration. I'll just mark this. Okay. Then the total duration for the classes of Jayanti, Neha and Prakhar is 4:30. So Jayanti, Neha and Prakhar, the duration of their class is 4:30. Now if their class duration is 4:30, what this suggests? We don't know the exact duration of every teacher, but at least we understand that session of Jayanti will start at what time. So before 12 o'clock, 4:30 hours before 12 o'clock, it will be 7:30. Because Jayanti, Neha and Prakhar together, they are taking the session of 4:30. Okay, so that means session of Jayanti will start at 7:30. From 7:30 to 12, it is actually 4 hours 30 minutes. So at least we got to know this. Okay, so next information, the duration of Kailash is twice duration of Mukesh. So duration of Kailash is twice to duration of Mukesh. So I don't know the starting time of Kailash, but at least I know the ending time of Kailash, which is 4:30. Because Chitra's session is starting at 4:30. That means ending time of Kailash is all session ending time for Kailash is 4:30. And Kailash is taking a session of 2 hours, because here he is mentioning that Kailash is twice the duration of Mukesh. Mukesh is taking a session of 1 hour, and hence the duration of Kailash session will be 2:30 to 4:30 to maintain the duration of 2 hours. Okay, so now about Aman we understand, because Mukesh is ending session at 1 p.m. and Kailash is starting session at 2:30 p.m. and it is just Aman who is between Mukesh and Kailash, and hence session of Aman will be from 1 o'clock to 2:30 p.m. Okay, so see one more thing. At least now I can know the ending time of Chitra. How? Because we know that the total duration of all the sessions is 10 hours 30 minutes. And first session time we got to know it is 7:30 p.m. So if first session is starting at 7:30, so after 7:30 when we complete 10 hours and 30 minutes, What is the time? It is 6 p.m. So starting from 7:30 a.m., okay, after 10 hours 30 minutes of 7:30, it is 6 p.m. Okay, so that means Chitra's session is ending at 6 p.m. Okay, so now here there was some line that total duration for the classes of Aman and Neha is same. So I'll remember that, okay? Because I don't know starting or ending time of Neha's session, but what we know that Aman is taking session for 1 hour 30 minutes. So session of Neha will also be for 1 hour 30 minutes, okay? So let's see any other information now. Here we have that the duration for the class of Jayanti is half an hour less than that of Neha. Okay, so I can't use this information. Now this line is useful that the duration for the class of Prakhar is 30 minutes more than the time of Chitra class. So duration of class of Prakhar, because at least for Prakhar we know the ending time, because Mukesh is starting at 12. So Prakhar session is also ending at 12. And if Prakhar session is 30 minutes more than the time of Chitra, so Chitra is taking session for 1 hour 30 minutes from 4:30 to 6. That means Prakhar is going to take a session of 2 hours, because Chitra session is for 1 hour 30 minutes. So Prakhar, if taking a session of 2 hours, means it is 10 to 12 p.m. Okay, and sum of first three teachers was 4 hours 30 minutes. So for Jayanti and Neha, we are left with just 2 hours 30 minutes, because out of 4 hours 30 minutes, 2 hours are taken by Prakhar. Okay, so now we know the ending time of Neha, and we know that Neha is going to take a session of 1 hour 30 minutes, because it was same as Aman. Aman is also taking a session of 1 hour 30 minutes. So Neha will also take a session of 1 hour 30 minutes. And if Prakhar is starting at 10, then Neha is ending session at 10. And if Neha is ending session at 10 and taking a class of 1 hour 30 minutes, that means it will start at 8:30 and will end at 10 o'clock. So the session for Neha is 8:30 to 10 o'clock, a duration of 1 hour 30 minutes, and that means Jayanti's session, which was starting at 7:30, ends at 8:30. Okay, so this is how this puzzle will be solved. Now you must be thinking that this was easy, but it's just after understanding. Okay, if you understand it well, you'll find that easy. But before you start a question, okay, excuse me. So before you start a question, you should always look out what the details are. What happens? You hardly read this information, you just start solving with this. But you should also check this first paragraph, that what are the details, because all the confusions lie in your first paragraph. Okay, only after reading the first paragraph to know what we have to solve, only then we could start with the information. Okay, so this is the solution. Now let's solve the questions based on this question. Now what is the time slot for Prakhar's class? So for Prakhar's class, here we know that the time duration is 10 to 12. Okay, so it is 10 to 12, which is there in option number 3rd. Okay, and hence the answer will be option number 3. Okay, next question. Now, what is the sum of the time durations for Aman and Jayanti class? I want to know the duration of Aman and Jayanti. Okay, so Aman is taking class for 1 to 2:30, that means 1 hour 30 minutes, and Jayanti is taking session of 1 hour, that is 7:30 to 8:30. So Jayanti is taking class for 1 hour, Aman is taking class for 1 hour 30 minutes, and hence their total will be 2 hours 30 minutes, that is option number 1. Okay, next question. How many classes are scheduled between Neha and Kailash? So let's check our solution. How many classes are there between Neha and Kailash? So Neha is on 2nd and Kailash is on 6th. So between Neha and Kailash, there are 3 classes. There are 3 teachers who are taking sessions, and hence the answer here will be option number 3rd. Okay, next question. Which of the following teacher's class takes place just after Jayanti's class? So who is taking class immediately after Jayanti. So in your solution, you can see immediately after Jayanti, it is Neha. Okay. So answer here will be option number third, that is Neha. Okay. And the next question. That four of the following five are alike in a certain way. And hence they form a group. So which one of the following does not belong to that group? So at least we know this is based on the sequence. Okay. So I'll just write the sequence for you here. First session is of Jayanti, then Neha, then Prakhar, then it is Mukesh, Aman, Kailash, and Chitra. Okay, so first combination is Aman and Kailash. So what is the relation? Aman and Kailash are immediate. Next is Mukesh and Aman. Same, Mukesh and Aman are immediate. Okay. Next we have Jayanti and Neha. Jayanti and Neha are also immediate. So now we are sure that the correct rule here is immediate relation. And let's check which option is not showing that immediate relation. Next we have Mukesh and Chitra. Now they are not showing the immediate relation because Mukesh is here, Chitra is here. They are not making immediate relation, and hence the odd one out will be option number 4. So with this, we are done with the session of PYQ topic series. And in the end of session, I would request you all to subscribe to our new regulatory YouTube channel and regulatory app if you all are preparing for RBI, SEBI, Nabard, SEDBI exams. Because just like this session, you are going to get a lot of useful sections for your exam if you are preparing for any of these exams. Okay, so we are going to meet in the next session. Thank you so much.